Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the roof has been blown off of a massive Joe Biden era scandal, and people, in my opinion, need to go to jail for this. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, well, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe. Absolutely free. It really helps us out. During the term of President Joe Biden, was it really President Ron Klain who was his chief of staff? You look at these books that are coming out now, they're from people in the media, people being interviewed from the Biden administration, people who lied to you for 4 years, lied to your face and told you everything was great. He's spry. He's more with it than I am. He's jumping around, running around, wrestling people and lifting weights and running 6 miles, 10 miles and doing fancy math problems. He was almost a vegetable for 4 years. So who the hell was running this country? Using an auto pen, who the hell was running this country? Because this guy, apparently, judging by these books, half the days he kind of knew what was going on. Half the days he thought he was the president of NATO. That's according to these books. This is according to people who work with him. So I'll ask again, who the hell was running the country? This is the biggest damn scandal in modern American history. And the media would be covering it. They would be, except they're busy selling books about it. Your favorite anchors are busy selling books. They want you to buy a book so you can read how they lied to you for 4 years. When they should be covering this, the House should have investigations starting tomorrow. They should have started weeks ago. And there should be arrests made. These people occupied the White House and had, in my opinion, what is tantamount to a team presidency. That's not how it's supposed to work. So I'll ask again, who was running this country? I want you to watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments.
Speaker of the House. Speaker, what would you do to get accountability for what the Democrats did to the country by hiding Joe Biden and lying to us about it?
Well, look, either there has to be a joint House-Senate committee or there has to be a special commission. I mean, I have to say, in all the years I've studied both as a history teacher and as, elected official, the idea that these people knew, and it's pretty clear now, that a lot of them knew that he was gone. And it raises the question, who was the president of the United States during this period? Or who were, because it may have been a group. It's an astonishing moment. And I think it requires a very in-depth look, day by day, at the decisions that were made. Were they really made by the president? Or were they made by his staff? And second, how many Democrats owe the country a deep apology because they knew they'd been with him, they knew it was impossible, and they lied about it? And I can't remember any event in American history that involves, including Woodrow Wilson's stroke and Edith Wilson, his wife, running the country. Nothing on this scale of constant deception, constant lying, and the fact that they propped him up. And it raises the genuine, legitimate question, who was the president, and do any of the things that they did in his name actually count if he didn't know who he was?
And that's a great question.
Deep, historic question.
That is a great question, and you might have to have the court decide that. But before you do that, why can't House Republicans subpoena Ron Klain, President Klain probably, and put him under oath and have him tell us what happened behind the scenes?
Look, I think both the House and the Senate should impanel special committees to just focus on this issue. Who was the president? Who lied about the president? Who made the decisions as though they were president? And what is the constitutional implication of having people who are not the president making these kind of decisions? I think this is a very serious, profound, historic moment, not a political moment. It ought to be a truly bipartisan committee, truly bipartisan effort, because all of us ought to have an interest as Americans in knowing what happened and how could we have been lied to for at least minimum of 2 or 2.5 years? We were being consistently, systematically lied to.